Welcome, race fans, to the Norisring. It's a triple-header sprint race spectacular tonight, under the lights here in Germany.
That's right, 3 races, back-to-back, on this tight, unforgiving street circuit. It's going to be a real test of endurance, concentration, and bravery.
And with this being event 4 of 5, the championship battles are really heating up.
Absolutely. In a series like this, where every single race matters, tonight could be make or break for some of these drivers. There is no margin for error. As I learned the hard way in my racing days, any minor mistake can cost valuable time and places.
So, Sky, a fascinating grid lineup for this first race of the night. Chris Stokes, on pole position. He's had a phenomenal run of wins, with 5 victories so far this season.
5 wins is impressive, no doubt. But don't count out John Astrop alongside him, in the Opel. He's won 4 and those pro-class guys are not afraid to fight. Plus he's driving with maximum ballast tonight.
Championship leader Philip Kunz is starting back in 7th, could be a tricky race ahead.
Definitely, Kunz has been super consistent, but starting mid-pack at the Norisring is always a risk. He will be wanting to make progress quickly, but not at the expense of any accidents.
And his main rival, Mac McFarquhar, is even further back in 14th.
McFarquhar has got a mountain to climb. I've been there myself. Starting low down the order, it is so much easier to get caught up in incidents. He's going to need a clean start and some serious aggression to recover points tonight. He and Kunz are both running with 30 kilograms of ballast tonight.
And they're off. The lights go green and we are racing at the Norisring.
It's go, 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 for the first of tonight's 3 sprint races.
McFarquhar is on a charge. He's already made up a couple of places, carving his way through the field.
He's flying. Great start from the Mercedes driver after his poor qualifying, passing Lemrich. He needs these points. Astrop is holding his own, keeping Stokes behind him, for now.
But the pressure is on. Stokes is all over the back of him, looking for any opportunity to make that move. Real pro driver scrap, this. Kunz is through. He's past Turbin and up into 5th.
That's a crucial move for the championship leader. He's minimizing the damage after that difficult qualifying.
Oh, trouble for Fauvargue. He's lost a place to Neil Constable-Berry.
And they've made contact. Fauvargue punts Constable-Berry.
That's going to be a penalty, surely?
Absolutely. He just turned in on Neil. Not good. Not what you expect from a seasoned racer. I had my fair share of penalties and it never, ever helps in the long run.
And to make matters worse, Fauvargue is now behind Constable-Berry.
That will cost him valuable points in the Pro-Am Championship.
Yes, he is chasing down Dominic Fauvargue, but a big blow there. Big crash for Sabo. He's in the barriers.
That's a heavy impact. Hopefully, he's okay. That's his race over, though, and a real shame after starting in 4th. Constable-Berry and Kunz are battling hard. It looks like, yes, David is through.
But Kunz comes straight back. What a fight.
And again, David Constable-Berry takes the place back. My goodness.
Oh no, contact. Kunz has spun Constable-Berry around.
That looked clumsy from Kunz, an understeer and completely took out his rival. That's going to be another penalty and will do serious damage to his championship lead.
And now both Turbin and Bodkin manage to make their way past the damaged Alpha. More drama. Fauvargue and Neil Constable-Berry again.
They've collided again. What is going on out there? Fauvargue will want to be very, very careful now. Any more penalties could see them thrown out of the race. Kunz is making moves. He's just overtaken McFarquhar, some small consolidation after the earlier incident.
He's trying to salvage something from this race, but the damage is done. The gap to his rivals is going to be closing now. It's Constable-Berry and Fauvargue, battling again asterisk.
Unbelievable. They just can't seem to stay away from each other. They swap places, and then swap back. I've rarely seen a battle so intense in my whole career.
Oh no, not again.
More battling between those two and Fauvargue makes its way back through.
Drama in the M class. Daniel Coxis is in the wall.
That's a big hit. Coxis was leading the AM class comfortably, but that's his race over and will damage his class championship lead significantly.
John Astrop is coming up to take the checkered flag. He wins at the Norisring.
Brilliant drive from Astrop. He held off immense pressure from Stokes the whole way. What a win.
And Stokes is right behind him. He just couldn't find a way past. So close.
And here comes Greg Sabo, somehow dragging his battered Astra over the line to take 3rd.
Incredible. After that earlier crash, to even finish is amazing, but to get on the podium is unbelievable. And valuable points in the M-class battle. Well, Sky, what a chaotic race that was. Drama from start to finish.
Absolutely. Astrop's win throws the Pro Championship wide open, especially with Kunz's penalty and collision with Constable Berry. That really shook things up.
And the ongoing feud between Fauvargue and Neil Constable Berry was incredible. 3 separate incidents.
Don't forget Szabo's amazing recovery drive to get on the podium after his big crash. Plus the disaster for Coxis in the AM class, another barrier smash causing his retirement. A race full of incident.
Well, the dust has settled after that incredible first race, and the championship standings have had a real shake-up.
They certainly have. Kunz still leads, but his advantage has been slashed. Chris Stokes is now much closer in second, closing the gap significantly.
And John Astrop's win, his 5th of the season, catapults him right back into contention in the overall and pro driver battle.
Absolutely, and in my experience, momentum is everything in motorsport. Astrop will be feeling confident, while Kunz will be feeling the pressure. David Constable Berry has jumped a couple of places after that dramatic race. He is in 4th, but still in touch with the lead.
Okay, Sky, it's time for race 2, and it's a reverse grid. That means Neil Constable Berry on pole position after that dramatic and frankly controversial first race.
That's right, and right alongside him, the man he clashed with not once, not twice, but 3 times in race 1, Dominic Fauvargue. This could get very interesting, very quickly. I've been in similar situations, and it's hard to keep a cool head when there's bad blood.
Championship leader Philip Kunz starts in 7th, with his closest rival Chris Stokes back in 13th. A long way back for Stokes.
It is. This format really mixes things up. Stokes and Astrop, the top 2 from race 1, are now at the back of the pack, in 13th and 14th respectively. They've got a lot of work to do.
And after winning the last race, John Astrop is all the way down in 14th. The reverse grid really mixes it up.
Exactly. It gives the drivers who struggled in race 1 a chance to shine, but it also creates potential for a lot more chaos, as faster drivers will be impatient to move through. It tests a completely different set of skills.
And they're off. Race 2 is underway at the Norisring.
Green light, and it's go, 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 for another 20 minutes of intense sprint racing action.
Chris Stokes is a man on a mission. He's scything through the field, making up places rapidly.
Incredible start. 3 overtakes in a matter of seconds. No, make that 4. He briefly lost a place to Bodkin, but he got that straight back. Great resilience.
Constable Berry is holding his position well so far, running in 9th.
He'll be looking to make progress, but in this reverse grid format, it's all about patience and picking your moments.
Lemrich is doing well, keeping in the 4th position that he started this race in.
He has the 2 fastest drivers from the previous race behind him. He will be driving defensively.
Astrop is through. He's past Stokes.
Oh no, contact. Stokes has spun Astrop round.
That was clumsy from Stokes. A clear penalty there.
And now look at the cars queuing up behind the stricken Opel. He manages to get back in front of Bodkin, but that is a disaster for Astrop.
Yes, it will cost him a lot of points, especially after winning the previous race.
Oh dear, more crashing. It's Turban and Szabo.
They are both in the barriers. Szabo manages to get out and in front of Turban.
Another crash. They make contact again. It's chaos.
Turban now back in front, and somehow they are both still going.
And they're battling again, back and forth, swapping places.
Unbelievable. They just can't get away from each other. Just like Fauvargue and Constable Berry in race 1. Kunz has taken the lead. He's past Fauvargue.
But Fauvargue comes straight back. What a battle for the lead.
And Kunz makes it stick the second time around, only for Fauvargue to repass him again. An incredible fight. Stokes is past McFarker. That's another crucial overtake for the championship.
He's making up for lost time after that penalty earlier. He needs as many points as possible.
Oh no, not Neil Constable Berry. He's been spun around.
That was McFarquhar, a clear penalty. He just punted him off. Constable Berry has dropped down the order.
Yes, he has fallen right down the order, getting overtaken by car after car. Coxis is past Szabo. That's a great move for the M-Class lead.
He's recovering well after that crash in the first race, a vital move for his championship hopes.
Another overtake. Szabo is past McFarker.
Szabo making progress after the earlier incident.
Fauvargue retakes a place after losing out earlier. He is back in the podium positions.
Stokes too quick and consistent in that race.
Astrop and Turban, battling hard, swapping places repeatedly.
They just can't be separated. Back and forth, incredible racing. It is like history is repeating itself.
Bodkin and Constable Berry battling.
They keep swapping. What is going on?
Bodkin takes it again. Philip Kunz is coming up to take the checkered flag. He wins race 2 at the Norisring.
What a drive from Kunz. He needed that after the disappointment of race 1. A perfect response.
And it's David Constable Berry in second. Another fantastic result for the Alfa Romeo driver.
He's had a great night so far, consistently picking up big points. He's a real threat in this championship now.
And Dominic Fauvargue takes third. Despite starting in second position, the podium is a great achievement after the penalty-filled first race.
A good end to the evening, although we'll be frustrated to have not taken the win.
Well, Sky, another action-packed race. What were the key moments for you?
Kunz's victory was crucial. He bounced back brilliantly, but we also saw more controversy, with Stokes penalised for spinning Astrop, and McFarquhar taking out Neil Constable Berry.
And the incredible battles throughout the field. Turbin and Sabo, like Fauvargue and Constable Berry in race 1, just couldn't stop fighting each other.
Plus, we saw a lot of place swapping, some incredible, some disastrous. This reverse grid format really shook things up, and created great drama. How?
Well, another race, another shift in the championship standings. Chris Stokes now leads the championship.
That's right, Stokes' consistent points haul, even with the penalty, has pushed him ahead of Kunz, who drops to second, by just 5 points.
David Constable Berry's strong second place finish moves him up to third. He is hunting down those leaders now.
He is indeed. He is now only 1 point ahead of Mac McFarquhar. And, despite a difficult race, John Astrop is still within striking distance, showing the Pro Drivers' Championship, just like the overall, is still far from decided. Those dropped points could prove costly, though.
It's time for the final race of the night here at the Norisring, and what a grid we have. John Astrop, after that race 2 disaster, is on pole.
He needs a good result here, and right alongside him, the new championship leader, Chris Stokes. This is a front row lockout for the Pro Drivers.
Philip Kunz, now second in the standings, starts third. He'll be desperate to regain the lead tonight.
Absolutely, and David Constable Berry, now third overall, starts fifth. This top 5 are really the key players in this championship now, it seems. Don't forget that McFarquhar down in 10th will be wanting to improve upon their position.
And look who is in P6, it's Greg Sabo.
Yes, another good qualification result places them in a handy position to fight for the AM-class lead.
And they're off. The final race of the night at the Norisring is go.
Green light, and it's all to play for in this last sprint race.
Martin Moll is on the move early. He's picked off McFarquhar.
And he's through again. A great start for Moll. He's up to 9th already, passing Lemmerich.
Fauvargue is holding his position, running in 7th.
He'll be looking for a clean race after the dramas of the first 2 races. Staying out of trouble is key.
Stokes is tucked in behind Astrop, no changes at the front yet.
He's biding his time, keeping the pressure on, but he knows he doesn't need to win to extend his championship lead.
Oh, big trouble. Sabo has punted Turbin, and there are cars everywhere.
That's a massive shunt, a clear penalty for Sabo, and it's triggered a chain reaction. Turbin and Bodkin battling for the place now.
And Sabo is in the barriers. That's his race over, a disastrous end after that penalty.
He's had a nightmare tonight. After such a strong recovery in the first race, this is a huge setback in the AM-class battle.
McFarquhar and Neil Constable Berry are swapping places.
McFarquhar gets past initially, but then it all changes again.
Constable Berry gets back ahead.
No, Mac is back in front again.
It's that battle again. Coxis and McFarquhar are swapping and re-swapping places.
They keep getting overtaken by one another.
Another change.
My word.
Constable Berry and Turbin are at it again.
Turbin is past. No, Constable Berry back through, and contact. That's a warning for Constable Berry. He didn't leave Turbin enough space.
Turbin and Constable Berry, still battling.
They just can't be separated. Another swap, and another. Incredible racing, but they're losing time to the leaders. Oh no, is this a repeat of an earlier battle?
More position swapping between Bodkin and Berry, and then Bodkin gets past Turbin too. Coxis and Robertson, yet another battle.
And it's the same story, back and forth, swapping places repeatedly.
This is relentless.
Madness.
It is hard to keep up. John Astrop is coming up to take the checkered flag. He wins the final race at the Norisring.
A perfect response from Astrop after the race 2 disappointment. He needed that win, a faultless drive.
And it's Stokes in second, with Kunz right behind in third. The top 3 in the championship filling the podium.
Stokes extends his championship lead slightly, but Kunz keeps the pressure on. This is going down to the wire.
Well, Sky, another incredible night of racing. What a way to end the triple header.
Astrop's win was crucial, but the consistency of Stokes and Kunz keeps them right at the top of the standings. The title fight is closer than ever.
We saw yet more incredible battles throughout the field, Turbin and Constable Berry, and the seemingly endless swapping of places between various drivers.
And another race-ending crash for Sabo, continuing his difficult evening. It's been a night of high drama, high stakes, and high-speed action.
Well, Sky, what a night of racing here at the Norisring. 3 races, countless overtakes, and a championship battle that's tighter than ever.
Absolutely, Hal. We started the evening with Philip Kunz leading, but Chris Stokes has stormed through to take the championship lead with a string of consistent results, despite those penalties. It's a complete turnaround.
David Constable Berry has also made big gains, moving up to third. He is in striking distance now of the 2 leaders.
He has. And John Astrop, despite a tough middle race, bookended his night with victories, keeping himself in the hunt, although he has fallen down the order. He started the evening above Kunz. It's all to play for with just 3 races remaining. The Pro and Pro-Am battles are going down to the wire.
Maximilian Turbin is now in 4th, and has opened up a small gap to his chasers.
Whilst in the Am class, Daniel Coxis still leads, despite a retirement. But both Joel Lemrich and Phil Bodkin have closed the gap significantly. This championship is far from over.